Niggas talking blunt smoke. Niggas talking gun smoke. They talking gun smoke. I just want the blunt smoke. Pass me the blunt
I
smoke.
see this backwood I'm smoking, got me stirring up that potion, putting everything in slow motion, but we on the go, no posting. Doing what we supposed to. Niggas turn by coastal. Rearrange that focus, but we still blowing that dose. See this backwood I'm smoking.
What's up? Another week full of festivities. MorningWood Show.
What's up, guys?
Conglomerates.
What's up, guys?
My man's KoolQuise.
What's up, guys?
My man's T. Dot, Uncle Dot, everything above.
That's right.
Yes. This is the MorningWood Show. Give you guys some more funk, some more flavor. You know, talk about everything that happened this week. You can gripe and complain to us. We really don't fucking care, but you know, you can do that shit anyway. You know.
We good listeners.
Yeah. Last week we didn't come to y'all because we took our efforts up to the Pacific Northwest.
Shout out to Northwest.
Shout out Will Evans.
They went on tour.
We went on tour. Man stayed behind, laid the groundwork. There's still work to be done. You know what I mean? Shout out Will Evans though. No label tour.
Yes.
Shout out everybody on the tour.
Mario, DJ Mario, my
Mario.
guy. Enos, everybody was a part of that, man. Shout out J Kush.
Damn,
JB is great. Fucking,
Yeah. Got so many more to do, bro.
Exactly. Man. Shout out Missile Crisis, OXO.
Man.
With my man's Finn out there in Portland, man. So many good people, man. Y'all showed, man, so much love out there in the world, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Super love, bro.
It was.
Super love.
Jealousy. Get you nowhere, bro. But this
Yeah, I know.
You've been on tours though. This is my first tour.
Me calling it out, man. That's just me releasing it, bro. And yeah, like you said, bro, there's many more to go. What's up? I'm not gonna lie, man. I was on fucking Facebook and I saw the artist friend of mine griping about not liking the record labels. And I understand most artists don't like record labels, man. But now I feel like it's 2020. We're past the point of not liking record labels. We have the information readily available to us to take this into our own hands, man. And on top of that, it's even funnier. Most of the artists that are out here claiming indie or independence have been literally yelling at us their blueprints for being indie or independent.
is true.
Which to me, I feel like it's the way to go.
So you feel like maybe artists aren't taking heed to the information given to them or the blueprints laid before them, or
Man, I think it's a creator's debacle, because within us creating, we do know that we can create, and if we know that we can create, we want it to be specifically like this. If you're pointing me in this direction, well then I have to go in that direction specifically this way. When really it's just bro. Just go, just hit that hoe, do it.
flourish, nigga.
And figure it out. Figure it out after that shit. Just go, see it and experience and hit that hoe and come back with the answers, because that's the only way it's gonna work.
I agree with both of y'all though, because real shit is not. I feel like this is a repeated debacle though, because the same thing niggas is saying now, Prince was saying, Michael Jackson was saying, fucking Quincy Jones been saying it. So I mean,
hold on, is the ice cream man?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's the ice cream man. My bad. I'm sorry. It's just
the ice cream man is pulling up in the neighborhood, guys.
The elote.
Crazy, but like I said, bro, I call it the creator's debacle, because like niggas want to specify how they want to do whatever these instructions are. Say Russ tells me, hey man, all you gotta do is just hit up video, and they put your video, and he said this before, guys, hit up video, and they fucking put your video on MTV, VH1, all that shit.
They didn't tell you it costs like $10,000.
Racks on racks.
But some people take that information and be like, yeah, I'll do that, but as a creator, everything has to be this and that and this and
on
that.
terms type shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I feel the debacle is in between the two of the artist and the music business and knowing what to do, or as far as the blueprints are concerned. Because I mean, shit, the blueprints are fucking everywhere, bro. If it wasn't Jay-Z telling me, then it was Russ. If it wasn't Russ telling me, then it was Whack 100. If it wasn't Whack 100, then it was what was it? What was Steve Stout, bro?
Yeah, man.
So they've given us the instructions. It's just, you just have to hit that out.
United Masters, man, fuck with us.
Do you think any of that ties into how an artist or a label might market specific content? In specifics, like we're having a debate about the difference between mixtapes back in the day, EPs, and albums. And shout out Will Evans for this information.
Urban legend.
Hey, you got us on this topic, man.
Yeah,
this is a big one.
He said, he felt like EPs now are the new mixtapes, and he said that because nobody wants to hear a new artist put out 15, 20 tracks. They were trying to hear like 5 to 7 from that guy.
Yeah.
And that's it, or that girl, you know what I mean? Or
whatever you want to be called, because
Yes.
it's 2020.
Yes.
We're just gonna PC it.
an album is different than an EP or a mixtape, and the mixtapes from back in the day have become the new EP. Because artists was busting 15, 20, 25 songs. Even though, who just did that? What was his name? Chris Brown just did that.
Oh,
When I think about that.
double disc.
Yeah, he dropped the double. But that shit was fire though.
That's Chris Breezy,
But
bro.
that was an
That's
album.
Chris Apocalypse, man.
That was the album.
Not that man. He did
That
it
was
for
the
his
album?
birthday. That was for his birthday type
Oh,
shit
yeah.
too. I think.
Well, whatever he did,
It was a birthday album.
That shit was fire.
Shout
though,
out
like,
Chris Pac, man.
I think
Shout out my guy, man.
Young Breezy.
In real life, man. I'm from Virginia too, man. Shout out Chris Brown.
Be cool.
Man. He does the damn thing, bro.
For real.
But how do you guys
I feel
feel
that's
about that?
different though, because we're talking about somebody who now has generational gap, because Chris Brown's been around since he was 16. That man almost like, he's like almost
Say yo,
30
bro.
now or something like that.
Sensei, yo.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So like he has the room to do that, because even if he didn't do that with new songs, like he has such a big catalog that people would want to hear all that, because he has so many good songs. Versus a new person, like let's say if Osiris did that, because everybody was on that song. Like the song they had was really good, but he couldn't have dropped a double disc off that.
Yeah.
Cause that's the same. I feel like that feels in the same like type of like genre or like that same realm of music. Cause YK Osiris is dope. Like I would listen to him more than 7 songs, but he couldn't have just dropped a double disc like that, like Chris Brown did. Like I agree with Will when he was like niggas would flop doing that.
That's understandable, man. But like, and as far as being a certain level of an artist, that is very understandable. But at the same time, I feel like the labels mixtape, EP, and album are now null and void, only because of what we have now is streaming, man. Like niggas aren't even streaming whole albums anymore, bro. And they're only trying to check. The only reason I'm finding now, the only reason anybody checks out a whole album is to make sure they like somebody, to see if they like somebody. I'm gonna check out this whole album and see if I like Young Dolph.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out this whole album and see if I like Key Glock. Okay, now that I like Key Glock, I'm gonna check out all the albums. That's when you know that you've got an artist that you really like. If I can fuck with one album.
Well, shit, the dunk contest. Nigga Vanguard got robbed again. Was it like 3 years in a row?
Damn, man.
Yeah, he said he's not doing that shit no more.
Well, niggas should have signed Big Baller Brand.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Cut me the check.
Jump over somebody that's 7'6", you know.
Yeah.
We don't care.
I mean,
I think
as a short nigga, I don't care.
I think that's what it is, though. It's because, like, when
Man,
you're tall.
7'6". There's nobody that can jump over me. Wrong.
But he's already tall. Vanguard's already tall. The other cat, I forgot his name. He's a little thinner.
Yeah,
His
true.
dunks look more impactful. You know what I mean?
Man, okay.
Ben Gordon make that shit look like Grace. Like
How
he-
many niggas do you know that is 7'6"?
It don't matter, bro.
Yeah, man. So, okay. All right. So how many giants do you know, sir? And then how many people do you know are hopping over those giants?
I mean,
Giant or not?
that just shows the athletic ability. That doesn't show creativity.
No,
in a dunk contest. You know,
I mean,
what I
that's
mean?
understandable. But hey, I'm hopping out the gym in real life because there's nobody tall enough. There's nobody tall enough to stop this dunk if I'm jumping over them. Apparently,
You better not lose no more games, nigga.
At all.
If you can jump over 7 foot,
that's
6,
what it is.
you better have all the boards.
Just jump over everybody. Everybody.
What?
Just jump over everybody.
Man. It was kind of awkward looking at Dwight Howard being a dunk contest because he's so tall. I have an issue with tall niggas being in dunk contests.
Because Nate Robinson.
No, man. It's
Oh, shout out Nate. Yo, what's
Yeah, shout
up?
out Nate
What's
Robinson.
up? What's up with the Kryptonite Cheerios, my G? I seen
real.
that. I seen that.
It's just
I
up in the
see
Pacific
you.
Northwest. You know, I'm a Bremerton native as
I
well.
see you.
Holla at us, bro.
But yeah, not real shit. He really did.
Yeah, it's just an issue. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, oh, you're 6'7" in the dunk contest. Bitch, if you're not dunking, something wrong.
That's right.
Like, that's just how I feel.
That's understandable. I mean, and I also had that problem with Dwight Howard as well. Like, my man's wingspan is like
Man.
the most niggas.
Facts.
He split the Red Sea, not Moses.
Like, forget how tall he is. His arms are extra long. Like, Dwight Howard has some really long arms.
He really do though. Him and Anthony Davis.
Oh, yeah. AG. Man, Lake Show finna kill. We ain't worry about nothing. Clippers, what? Nigga, what? What you mean? It's the Lake Show. Y'all know what it is, bro.
We'll see.
Bro. Black History Month.
Yeah.
Black
Yep,
History
yep.
Month.
Black.
Dripping in all that gold.
Black, I'm blickety black.
And I'm black.
So what y'all feeling about Black History Month?
I feel like we need to keep that shit alive, bro. Like, people, like, they keep it alive in the meme world. Like, it's funny and shit. Like, oh, Black History Month, the first person to slap somebody, this, that, and the third. But that's all fun, too. But I feel like, realistically, we do need to actually educate the youth a little bit more.
You say
A lot more.
educate. What do you mean by educate?
Like, I didn't know the founder of Black History until I went to his school, Carter G. Woodson. Like, dead ass, like, people don't even, like, know none of that type shit. And then, like, the school I went to was, like, just ran the fuck down. And I was like, why is this school named after this nigga? Like, this is super fucked up. Like, this nigga who fought to get us this thing. And then, like, when you hear about Black history, not like that, like, you don't even hear about the founder. And it's not just him, it's just you don't hear about the other people making Black history. Like, people should be celebrated. Like, not even, like, when they're gone or here type bullshit, like, period. Like, if you're making history, whether you're black, white, whatever, like, you should be celebrated. You're doing something to progress us and not doing something to hold us back. It should be celebrated. But I feel like if we educated people more on, like, why this is a good thing, why this is something we need to keep alive and to continue to do, it can't do nothing but, I feel like, set the example for, all right, I need to grow up and be great because Malcolm X did this, and I feel like change needs to happen too, so I need to do it at, like, that level, or, you know what I'm saying? Or I like what Obama did, and I really can be president, so I need to go and be a senator or a mayor. I need to, like, touch base and all that. Instead, you got people like, and no disrespect, you got people like, I want to be like Meg Thee Stallion. There's nothing wrong with being a Meg Thee Stallion, but it's like, we got a Meg Thee Stallion. We need a Megan the doctor, you know what I'm saying? A Megan the surgeon. Like,
We need a Doc McStuffins, nigga. That's
That
what
part.
we need.
but
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
nah, like, for real though. Like, that's why we only get a month on some real shit. Like, we don't celebrate ourselves, so, like, we expect everybody else to celebrate us, but we don't keep it alive. And I say all the time, like, with music and shit, like, with other radio stations out here that are not predominantly, I don't want to say just black, because Hispanic people too, even though they listen to stuff, but, like, you're Way Back Wednesdays and on, like, white stations, and it's them keeping their music alive, like White Snake, like, all that. They given their culture an opportunity to learn, and whether or not they want to continue that type of stuff is an option. But, like, us, like, we have younger cats who be like, yeah, I'm better than Biggie, I'm better than Pac, but we don't keep them alive in the sense of just, like, the reason why we respect it is because they're forefounders. We're not saying y'all need to respect it on some, oh, like, they just did it first. It's just like, bro, they pioneered, they created a thing. But again, if we're not keeping it alive, or if we don't even celebrate it, how can we expect the next person to be like, yeah, I need to like stand by that because y'all do. Instead, it's just like it's getting lost. Like it's just like like a picture you liked last week on Instagram. It's like you don't even remember it.
Things are more appropriated.
Facts.
You know,
That's how I feel.
and I'm just gonna leave it there. That's it. Things are appropriated
How do you feel?
and accepted.
How do you think? Do you feel like it's just that? Like it's just
Or you asking me, or you asking
Yeah,
Cali?
yeah,
Because
that's-
like on some real shit, I just think it's everybody's worried about other shit. Nobody's worried about the history. I've come to notice, and as an observer, like nigga, we've talked before, and niggas observe not just time, but I mean within time falls history, but we also observe people actions and shit. A lot of people are missing what has happened before to get us to the point that we are at now. This is why I understand why people are at the level that they are, and I'm somehow speaking Chinese to them, or me and you are having a conversation, or we're having a conversation that seems like we're over here speaking in German, and everybody's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? It's like, because apparently they missed something that we've already observed, and that's history, bro. Niggas do not know the history, so they're not worried about learning the history. We're too worried about that meme, like you said. We're too worried about that, like,
That
and I'm not
hashtag.
gonna, yeah, that hashtag, but I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, within it being Black History Month, because to me this is also a double-edged sword, man. There's a lot of wealthy, young, black people out here nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would I worry about Black History Month if we're all out here getting these racks?
well, it's not about racks. She wasn't born to make racks. Like
You know, now, trust me, I understand that, but like, just the mindset of your average human being. Those people that I'm talking about that have missed the history to get us to the point, like, yeah, why would I worry about that if I'm over here getting racks? Like, me and my friends are getting racks. We're getting racks.
So true. I seen a comment. What was it? This morning, Boosie had posted a sign. He was saying he's missing. Shout out to Boosie, man. That's real dude. But he was saying he missed his son. I seen Slim Thug was posting like 100, and then I seen a chick in there. It was literally her comment was, "I'm too cute to work." Made me famous. It's like clicking on her profile and she's 20. I'm like, damn, that's all you want, like just to be famous.
And it's Black History Month.
Yeah. So it's just like, wow.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody want to be famous. Don't nobody want to work for it.
I feel like that's the word that should be used for social media. Like, this person isn't Instagram famous. This person just got Instagram notoriety because them niggas is gone like next week. Like, they're gone tomorrow. So that's not famous. That's, you had a moment, bro. Like, you literally was a speck on the fucking floor.
That's the difference between people chasing that blue check or the new checks. You know what I mean? Like, people want that blue check, that notoriety. That's cool. But what's gonna take you past that and send you into getting the new checks? You know what I mean? Checks and deposits. Like, that's what it's about, little niggas.
Guns and butter.
For real, man. Like, they don't understand that
Guns
shit.
and butter.
You know what I'm saying, man? They don't understand. They don't understand that shit.
Yeah.
Shout out Diddy.
Right.
Diddy understand that shit. He understand. I understand. I understand.
But, well, I'm gonna need Brother Love to educate more. Like, he shows a lot of stuff. I'm gonna need you to educate us more, Diddy. Like, that's cool. You can make people who around you billionaires. What about people who aspire to be around you? So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You gotta be a billionaire.
man,
See how I get it?
I see
You
it.
just gotta be a billionaire.
That's a good one.
That's why my table's so short.
Yeah.
With people that have been in the trenches with me, man. Like, you can't spread it to everybody. It's not for everybody.
But that's
Not
it.
everybody want to go get it.
At all, but that's why I feel like knowledge ain't even like a thing you should withhold because we all three of us can have the same thing here, but we all finna take from it completely different. So we all like, I'm not finna take your idea or his idea because I got my own idea. So it's like you just feed me that information, and it's not even on some handout shit. It's just like literally the information is there to be grasped, and you don't have to go through fucking Dante's Inferno 7 levels of hell. Can you make it through the shit to be like, all right, I made it, and I made it on my own terms, and then they go like, hey, bro, I got this coupon right now that can motherfucking get you through this door. You're like, bro, I met the nigga who make coupons. Like, yeah, well, I got this extra coupon, nigga. That's how I feel like it is, though, bro. Because it's like, you done made $1 million. You at the table with millionaires. Like, why are you just not telling me how to do what I just did?
Because he just figured out how to stay there.
Okay. That I can't even.
That's that back end work. People don't, you know what I mean? You don't understand. We didn't understand the back end things and how that shit really works.
Yes.
And for a long, people get put on a back end. You get put on a back end catalog, back end financially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that shit stretch you out. And instead of staying, you know, just chilling and enjoying the fruits of your labor, you spend most of your time trying to figure out how to stay. You know what I mean? You got to figure out how to stay because these multimillionaires is evolving. They got their hand in everything. So now you got to figure out how to go get your hand in everything. Because they're not going to take your hand and put it in their pot. So you got to figure out how to get in their pot, my nigga. But while you getting in their pot, you got to bring something to the pot.
Okay.
Make the pot bigger. That way everybody can eat. That's how that shit go. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas bring shit to the table. It's not always financial. It's not always this. It's not always whatever we got going on. But when we come together, that shit is like the greatest pie ever, nigga.
That's real shit.
That's why, you know, nigga.
Shout out to MorningWood Show.
Yeah, man. That's why that shit work. You feel me? Like,
question then. Nominees. Who would y'all nominate to be y'all's person if we can give like a Black History Month award? Whatever you feel like somebody that you feel like is striving in the Black community that you would give an award to that needs to be acknowledged that ain't getting that shine.
we talking like locally?
Not period. Just period.
Period?
Mm-hmm. Mine is Deontay Wilder.
Deontay
Ryan
Wilder.
Ryan Leslie, bro. Like, all the technological shit that the technological breakthroughs this man has been making in, like, the past decade, and even a little bit before, because even within the MySpace era, like, bruh, like, all the shit that Ryan Leslie's done that people don't know about is fucking insane, bruh. But as one man,
Okay.
he's like fucking Batman to me. Like, that, like, that nigga's like Batman, bro.
I got it, man. Honestly, I'm gonna go with Akon. Akon do a lot, bro.
That was a good one.
Akon do a lot that
There's
people
a whole
do.
tech city he's got.
Man, that nigga building Wakanda. Fuck what y'all
Bro,
talking
that's
about.
what I'm saying.
On me.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I'm not even capping. That nigga's building
That
something
was a good
great.
one.
Like, and he's teaching our brothers and sisters, a new way. A new way from the West. We're called Westerners.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so he takes, the great shit that's over here and leave all the bullshit and he take it back across seas and he give it to them kids an opportunity. You know what I mean? He give them families opportunity to see what the fuck we have over here. And that shit is great. Yeah. I understand people go through situations. Everybody's situation is different. But when a whole country is fucked off, that shit's totally different.
Oh, yeah.
Totally different. Could you imagine not being able to go to the
Nowhere to
homie's
go.
house? You know what I mean? When niggas was growing up, could you imagine not being able to go to some of our friends' house who had other luxuries that we didn't have? Because
There's nowhere to go.
yeah,
Right there.
there's nowhere to turn, bro. Sewer in the middle of the street looking at us.
That's crazy.
We gotta appreciate just a little bit of this Western culture, just a little bit. You feel me?
That's real shit, man. That's real shit. I like both of y'all's picks. I go with Mr. Wilder, bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, because like he preaching the same shit we preaching, bro. And he's doing it in the boxing. He's telling like we need to come together as black men. We need to just come together as black community to push it, to progress things. You know what I'm saying? He's actually going out there and doing stuff like at the Pope called him like his favorite boxer and stuff.
Really?
He's like, yeah, like that ass, bro. Like. Man, it's crazy. I feel like all these people that we picked are great candidates. We definitely need to hear who y'all would pick. I know we left out people. It's only 3 of us, so those are our picks. So we need to hear y'all's picks as well. I know there's women out there doing great things. Shout out all the sisters doing things as well.
Yeah.
So leave it in the comments at them, at their social media, so we can take a look at people who we don't know doing great things. You know what I'm saying? We are making history every day.
Yes. Hey, we see the music submissions coming in and the videos coming in that look great. You know what I mean? Keep them going. Got the motherfucking email down there. Next show, I think probably this show or next show. I don't know when we're gonna do it. Whenever Will wants to, we're gonna have a show or to be like a 3-part series, and it's a documentary when we went up to the Pacific Northwest and documented everything. It was beautiful. So we'll show y'all that here in the next couple of weeks.
Tour life.
Yeah. What you got going on, bro? I know you got gang shit going on. You just be trying to keep that shit on the low, nigga. Let that shit out, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I would, but they said never talk about anything that is not finished. It's not finished, bro. So I mean, until I have something concrete, I'm working.
Respect.
I'm working.
That's what it's about, baby.
Yeah,
Always
I'm
working. Making moves.
Don't bother me. I'm working. Shout out Diddy. That sounds awesome. Shout out Money Making Mitch's album. That was crazy.
See why I fucks with Diddy, bro? See why I fucks with Diddy, bro? Gotta do it. They don't want to do it, so you gotta do it. You feel me? You gotta do it. Get up off your ass. Go do something.
Yes.
Go read a book. Go educate your kids. Check their homework. Change a diaper. Feel me? Quit talking about your kids. You ain't bothered. Bitch, you got 3 kids. You bothered. You bothered. Shut the fuck up. Cause I be bothered. Yo, it's always a pleasure, man.
Yes.
MorningWood Show. Good to see you, Tiki, man.
Yeah.
And we out. Catch y'all on the next one.
Niggas talking blood smoke.
Toiletries at 7-Eleven. Why are they never stocked? Why? Why are they never stocked, 7? You're supposed to be 11 times ready. Clients my kids.
We on the go, no posting. Doing what we supposed to. Niggas turn by coastal. Rearrange that focus, but we still blowing that dope. See this backwood I'm smoking.